All right, so every day I run into people who can't break away from the system, who can't break away from the way things are. And that is a lot of their biggest problem. The way that they are, the way that they think, their ambitions in life, what they do every day is a big part of what they've been doing and the permission they're giving to these fallen people who are the meek that are trying to inherit the earth. That's why they keep seizing shit. It's because it's all of ours. We're the rich people with all the credit and all the straw man shit. And they keep coming back for more and more to take away from us. And we keep giving it to them. We keep voting for them. I mean, damn. It's pretty sad, man. It's sad that we keep falling for this shit. 50 presidents of lies. We keep falling for it. People they're gonna go vote again, and then they're gonna try to bring tanks out and bring out this whole new world order because you voted for them. All right, so right now, 200 people are being kicked out of their houses in like one part of one city. The whole United States that has been going through this COVID, I don't have to pay my rent thing is now feeling the heat because they don't know their rights. Otherwise, they'd be doing a bunch of my tricks, trying to take over their house and do a bunch of shit. But hey, it ain't time for that now. Now it's time for you to really try to think about getting off the grid because this shit's finna get super ugly. When you got a bunch of people who don't know the rights and don't know what the fuck's going on, falling for all of their tricks. Now, how did they get put in a position where they had to victimize you? Why? It's because this dude fucked up this whole place. And when he did, he looked up and said, look, I promise to pay you back. That doesn't sound like a big deal, right? Well, unfortunately, your gold was seized. So whenever they came in with their constitution, they mirrored an agreement that gave you inalienable rights. So you said, hey, this looks right. You shouldn't have accepted it. It was a graven image, a graven language. And then they amended it and took your rights away because they were then your representatives. So it was a total shit show as soon as you accepted it. As soon as this dude started dressing like this, he was lying from the beginning. His ass didn't get on the front lines of anything. The war, everything he's been talking about is all horse shit. None of that shit is true. They're lying. They just want you to gain, they wanted to gain your trust. That's it. So they can turn you into a trust. So this whole situation here is the light network. When everybody get on it, they become light bearers, beings of light. It's not really that impressive once, unless you're one of these guys, unless you're like a layman. But this is what it comes to be when you get like the super being abilities. You just get on the light channel, like the light network, and you can light project yourself, astral project yourself, and see people and go visit people and shit like that. So not really a big deal. I just explained it to you like that. You probably thought this was great, but that's not a big deal. So this is the hot potato. When he said, I promise to pay you back, creator, he says, look, hot potato, create the promise to pay and say it's money. And then seize all the money, and now they're doing promises to pay. If you can't pay it back and there's no gold, what are you going to pay it back with? What promise to pay are you stuck with? But this original promise to pay, hot potato. See what I'm saying? So that's what people don't see is that when it all goes to shit, they're going to say that this shit was our fault. And that's the biggest problem is that people can't see that that's what they're falling for. And by not knowing your rights and not knowing what voting is, that's your biggest problem is that's why you are voting. It's because you don't know what voting is. It's because you don't know your rights. You're not supposed to fucking vote for these creeps. These damn puppets who don't have brains since the beginning. So that's your problem is that's why you're going into a new world order. That's why 5G is happening. That's why you're being attacked. It's because you're doing it to yourself. You got to be saved from yourself. You do it to yourself. This dude has not touched anything. He's only influenced everybody. That's what's really going on. Unfortunately, as a fallen angel, they got you under a really deep, influential mind control protocol. So whenever someone tells you anything, you say this is wrong unless it's something that he made up. And them, the Masons and shit, like if they didn't make it up and tell you that it was something you're supposed to do, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna say, man, I ain't supposed to stare into no sign. The church, Baal's church says you ain't supposed to touch yourself. It's like, man, fuck out of here. So Just want to let you guys know that if you think you know what the Constitution means, you don't know anything, it's a con. If you think you know what a U.S. citizen is, you don't know anything, it's a fucking con. It's a dead entity in the land of the dead of graven images that come from the grave, and they're going to send you to the grave as a byproduct of its environment and example and influence. And it's fucked up because people don't realize it, but they don't give a fuck. Time to wake up, folks. Look around at what you are. That is the world. What's in your wallet? It's not the girl. When you get awake, don't join the fate. Join your fate and stay awake.